Today, we wrap up our Killer Comics triple feature with Higuchinsky's Uzumaki. The locals are spiraling, the snails are beguiling, and the inevitable cycle of life and death is as maddening as it is slimy as we hop on a bicycle in a sleepy seaside town to meet a transmutative, parasitic cosmic force in Junji Ito's manga adaptation, Uzumaki.
You're listening to How I Met Your Monster, a podcast that explores the introductions to your favorite movie monsters. My name's Zach.
I'm Danny.
And I'm Casey.
And together we dive into the world of horror to find out how filmmakers have introduced us to our favorite monsters time and time again. This is How I Met Your Monster. Welcome to How I Met Your Monster, the show where we discuss the introductions to your favorite movie monsters. Make sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. And you can also follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/howimetyourmonster. We do some cool bonus content over there, so check it out. You can even join for free as a free member just to be a part of the community and then see what we got going on.
That's kind of my favorite part. We have our little message board and everyone's just chatting it up and it's fun. So I don't know. It feels like another level of art. We've been doing the show for about 4 years. So now to be in this phase where we're not just kind of responding to like a comment on Instagram, there's actually a conversation, like a basically we're sliding into our DMs.
Yeah, slide into our DMs.
Yeah.
Much like
but let's slither,
much like
because we're a horror podcast.
Slither into our DMs.
Into our DMs.
Just
we're crazy. We're scary.
We're scary. Just like slide in like a slippery snail going down an Uzumaki.
Yeah, just spiraling and slitherly spiral.
Why did I even say that? Oh, I said that because today we are wrapping up our Killer Comics triple feature with Uzumaki.
And if you haven't seen it, the snail reference and the slither makes sense. You'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. So we're talking about Uzumaki today.
Someone, I forget who it was, referred to a flaccid penis as a snail. And there's a lot of snails in this movie.
Vaginas are more like snails.
You think so?
Yeah, it's called a snail trail, Danny. I know you're gay, but
I didn't know that. Why?
A
they're wet?
Snail trail?
Yeah, when you're wet and you rub on something.
Maybe it's more penile if it's like after you've had sex and then it gets flaccid, but it still has like lube on it. So it's like wet and soft and dangly.
You know what? Genitalia is just very snail adjacent. Either way you look at it, I guess, huh?
Are we? Oh my God. Are we like extensions of snails? Is that a spiral?
Yeah.
Wow. We're really good at like reaching moments of epiphanies that mean nothing based on trash theories.
Okay. Today we wrap up our Killer Comics triple feature, our user suggested Killer Comics triple feature with Uzumaki, which is based on a manga. Is it like a graphic novel? I don't know much about this world, so
they're Japanese graphic novels. Yeah,
it's like that's a Japanese graphic novel. Okay,
but a lot of anime is based off of.
Okay, dude. Yeah, like I don't know anything about anime, and I never watch it. But when I do see like clips and stuff, like it's always so impressive.
Yes,
you know, just like the animation style is just it's so cool, like captivating, I guess. But
striking.
The cinematography in this movie was very reminiscent of anime.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing with this movie. I'm like Zach, not as familiar with like a lot of manga. I also wasn't familiar with this movie, so I really didn't know what I was getting into. So it was a trip, but I'm guessing it was kind of intentionally a trip because it's kind of a wild concept.
Yeah. It was almost like I was spiraling into some kind of.
It was effective, huh?
Yeah.
Good one.
I was trying to make something with spirals.
By the way, listeners, in case you are, it wasn't clear, in case you haven't watched the movie, Uzumaki is a spiral, and this whole movie is all about the spirals.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Even like, I don't know if you guys noticed, like in certain scenes, they'll just be like the frame, like the visuals in the frame will just like kind of spiral, like in a corner, like in the ground or in the sky or something.
And even little things like they would, if like when a character gets on a bike, the focus is kind of on the wheel as it starts turning, and then we carry on.
Speaking of bikes, what's with Japan's law against two people riding a bike on
Oh yeah, I
at the
didn't
same
know if
time.
that was like something just
Is
for the
that real?
movie, because the movie is kind of like when you're in the town, it feels almost Twilight Zoney. Like there's
Yeah.
rules
Yeah.
that don't quite exist in our world, but then
Yeah.
it kind of opens up a little more when we meet other characters. I'm like, maybe that's not true. Maybe this actually is, because I questioned that too. I was
Well, even like
I
that
was like,
cop
what?
who yells at them about like being on the bike together, he runs out, and it's all kind of, you know, like Casey mentioned, the cinematography, lots of wide angles in this movie,
Mhm.
which I loved. But then they like go down and like he's got like sandals on, like flip flops.
Oh yeah.
And it was just kind of like you said, Dana, like kind of like Twilight Zoney, like what is going on here?
like also like Twin Peaks kind of, where everything's just a little off.
Uh-huh.
So you start to question your own self. You're like, is that a thing, or am I
Yeah.
Well, of
just
course.
not
I mean,
accustomed to this?
It's probably, I mean, that's the goal, you know?
Yeah. So Casey, this was your pick for our Killer Comics triple feature. Had you seen this before, or was this the first time watch?
I had never seen it, no.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I don't know why I thought you had. Okay. Y'all went in fresh.
I liked it though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you guys didn't. I thought it was weird.
No,
but
it was definitely weird.
I honestly, for a movie about spirals, I thought it was going to be cornier.
Okay.
Than it was. It wasn't as hokey as I thought it was going to be.
Okay. There
it
were
wasn't
some
as
moments
kooky
like,
as you thought it was going to be?
Hokey.
Oh.
Of course, there were moments, but I expected just to think the whole thing was silly.
Well, yeah,
Which
but
I
like,
didn't.
you know, like even some of like the transitions where it would like transition to a different scene and then you'd hear like, diddly, 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 diddly. Did you guys catch that?
No, but that's very anime. So
I feel like it only happened like once or twice though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like it only
that's
what
the
it
thing.
was
There
so
wasn't like
weird.
this
It was
continuity with like what the movie was. It kind of was just like, it's this now.
Yeah. Yeah. It was wild. And like when you first see what's his name? Yamaguchi.
Mm-hmm.
The stalker kid who like wants to just, he's like obsessed with Kiri, the main character.
Yeah.
And he like, when you first see him, he's like on all sides of the frame. Like it
that was very anime. That's what.
Okay, that's what they do.
So,
okay.
So I don't know. Maybe I just was
fun.
seeing it with different eyes because of that.
Oh, totally.
You know?
Like if that's because I've never, you know, I don't watch any of that. So, so I guess the adaptation into film was
right.
What's the word I'm looking for? Like
true to the source.
Yeah, like faithful to the source material. Then I would have.
Yeah, the movie is a trip because it's based. It's like it. Obviously, it's horror. It's a horror podcast, so like obviously, it's in that genre.
Obviously, we did Jingle All the Way.
I will refer to Casey here because I know what she's thinking.
What?
No, we did Jingle All the Way.
I said that. Did you not hear me say it?
Oh, I didn't hear
She literally said that. You guys just had the same talking point.
I didn't hear you say it.
Anyway.
But it's weird. I know we're probably gonna use the word disorienting a lot. Because like on the surface it's disorienting, but I think the thing that gets me is like it's visually like wacky, like crazy. Like Zach, you were talking, or audit, like there's like weird sounds and like the camera's doing stuff and there's these crazy effects. But like it throws me off even more because of the sort of like the theme of this movie and this story. It's very cynical. It's a very cynical movie where it's like we're all doomed, which is like, it's one thing for it to be like just a fact of life that we all die, but the movie treats the cycle of life and death as something of like this kind of cyclical pattern of misery, of like life is trying to kill us rather than we all die, which makes it again, apologies for repeating myself, is the disorientation of it all. So you kind of come out of the movie like, whoa, that was crazy. And then you're like, oh shit, life's crazy. Is that
well, we're gonna die?
We'll get to this obviously at the end if you've seen this movie. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen this movie, but even our two, I guess, main characters, Kiri and Shuichi, they're like the whole time they're like, oh, we're gonna get out. Like, we're gonna get out of this, like, because we're like young and like I mean that they don't say that's because we're young, but they're like the young heroes,
and they're referring to like the town and the situation as though like you can escape it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
he
like
wants
that,
to
but
elope.
like death's still gonna come for everybody eventually. So like you can't escape it.
This is this would pair well with like a Final Destination movie. if you're willing to embrace like the slight tonal differences.
Slight.
Yeah. Well, Danny, even like, you know, in our Final Destination episode, we found out that was like originally a Twilight Zone episode or an X-Files episode.
Oh yeah,
X-Files.
That's right. Which in
Like
itself
the
is
idea
like
of it.
very
So
Twilight Zone-y.
yeah. So it does there's kind of like a similar thread through all these.
Yeah, this movie is it gets under your skin in other ways, because to kind of like harp a little longer on that idea of like the cynicism surrounding death. Like
Danny, say disorienting again.
It's very disorienting. I we sh- I challenge us to talk about being oriented during this movie, because I feel like that would be disorienting in and of itself.
I was oriented on my couch asleep.
Yeah. My orientation was slanted because I was laying down. No, but there's like, spoiler alert, but Shuichi's dad ends up
oriented. Sorry.
When Shuichi's dad dies, they have this scene at the funeral where these people, like, it really serves no other purpose than to kind of reinforce the theme and in the tone, and like they're kind of just laughing, and this one character is like, I wonder what he looked like. Like it's this morbid fascination with death, and that it's not treated with respect. It's sort of this like insult to like death is an insult that happens to all of us, and everyone's in this movie seems to be in on the joke. And it's
to that point, it is kind of layered, because like I was wondering, I wonder what he looks like in that washing machine. And so
Griff said, kind of rude of them not to show us.
Yeah,
I agree.
Totally. And so it's kind of like
it's revealing of ourselves.
Exactly.
Kind of as the audience.
Yeah.
Are we the villain?
Well, did you like it,
God,
Danny?
the real monster. Yeah, I thought it was really interesting. It was one of those movies where, you know, sometimes you watch a movie and maybe I'm speaking for myself, but you kind of like subconsciously are like, this isn't really my type of movie. So I'm like fighting it a little bit, where I'm like, I have certain expectations or like things that I want in a movie. And like when it doesn't get it, I like can't help but resist a little bit. And then it's usually not until after the fact or when the movie's over where I'm like, okay, that was interesting. And now when I think back on it, I liked this, I like that. So yeah, I did like it, but it definitely wasn't something that I maybe would have sought out on my own. So I'm glad. That's why I love this podcast, because we bring in all these different flavors.
Oh yeah. Yeah, totally.
Like in my version of it, the ending would be like they do get out, and when she says, I wonder what he looked like, they would show it and he would just be like, it would be a picture of him hugging his family or something. And it would be so tender.
So tender. They would wake up and it's all a dream.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I didn't really like it at first. I loved the visuals in it.
Yeah.
But I can just tell already, like just from the start of this conversation, that I like it so much more now that we're talking about it and like seeing
now
different
that Danny has made you see that it's about living to die, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Zach's favorite movie.
So yeah, this is definitely one of those, you know, we've had them before, even like, you know, I think the most famous example of our show here with Gothic, where it was like, okay, whatever. And then once we talked about it, I was like, holy shit, like that movie's so fucking good.
We also end up having, and I don't want to set us up for a failure, but just based off of like where we're at right now, I feel like we sometimes have the most interesting conversations when our expectations are, we surprise ourselves.
Yeah, when we're unsure about things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of like forcing ourselves to like dig into it.
Sure.
I feel like we're
I love the visuals too. I loved this like weird like green filter that was over everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Besides red, red was very pronounced.
Well, it's funny we brought up Gothic too, because all the wide angles in Gothic, and this one had some crazy wide angles that just gave you like, again, this disorienting.
If you want to make a disorienting movie, if you don't want your movie to feel oriented,
no orientating
wide
here.
Lenses.
Orientating. Orientations.
The director pulls out the wide angle lens and he's like,
they're like, oh shit, this movie's gonna hit. It's gonna slap.
And the DP pulls out the wide angle lens and they're like, sir, like people aren't going to be oriented if you use that.
Like, are you sure about this? Like, bring it out.
In case of orientation, break glass.
This movie's a little too clear and on the surface. Alarms start going off.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm interested to start talking about snails as well, because I did not realize that snails were going to be such a big part of this movie. But let's go to a sleepy seaside town. I don't know where
That's
it is.
just what I called it.
Somewhere in Japan,
Yep.
to meet some Uzumaki things, clouds, snails.
I think you got it. I think it's just
some oriented Uzumakis.
Washing machines, pottery. Yeah, it's all over the place. Ear canals. Oh, man. Fingertips. Ugh.
Yeah, we do have little spirally fingertips, don't we?
We do.
Guys, give me a second. I'm just going to take a second to look at my fingers. All right, I'm good. That was pretty cool.
All right, let's go. For Uzumaki, not to be confused with this is the 2000 film, made in 2000, live action film, there is a mini series that came out in 2024. This is not that. This is the movie. Probably should have said that at the beginning of the episode, but here we are. For this one, we have 12 official monster reveals. And if you're new to the show, a monster reveal is any time that a monster is introduced to us as the audience or to a character in the movie. Casey, this was your pick for our Killer Comics triple feature, as we mentioned before. Mm-hmm. Can you read the synopsis from IMDb?
The inhabitants of a small Japanese town become increasingly...
You forgot to say sleepy seaside.
I know. I almost did that, but I didn't want to fuck myself up even more. The inhabitants of a small Japanese town become increasingly obsessed with and tormented by spirals.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep. I mean, that's it.
I'm looking at my notes. I forgot that the movie is broken up into 3 little chapters.
Four
chapters. Oh,
yeah.
I did not write down one of the chapters.
Chapter 1 is premonition.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 2 is erosion.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 3 is visitation.
Mm-hmm.
And chapter 4 is not in my notes.
Me neither.
I think it's transmutation or something. It was like 2 minutes before the end of the movie.
Oh, okay.
It just showed
By then I was spiraling.
It was right before they started showing the animated, almost like the animated, stills. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're showing all the death throughout the, was it Kyoko with her crazy hair when it's in its full form? She's slammed up against a telephone pole or something.
Yeah.
You guys are adding things to moments that I remember. And then I'm not recalling the specificity of it. Wait, what? So I think the movie's a lot. Yeah, listeners, if you haven't seen this, the movie's a lot to digest, and I don't mean that as a criticism. It's just a lot to digest. So
one might call it disorienting.
So you might, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of moments where I'm gonna be oh. So I'm gonna try to refrain from pointing out the fact that I maybe overlooked something or don't remember something, but it's not because. Not out of disrespect for the movie. It's just out of my own brain leaking.
Okay, so our first official reveal is the opening of the movie where we see this dead guy with his brains all splattered out. And as the camera pulls up, it reveals that it's at the bottom of this spiral staircase. Mm-hmm. So already we're just drawn into...
Spiral equals death.
Yeah. We already know that it's foreshadowing that by the end of this movie, our brains are going to be
talk about showing and not telling.
You guys, God.
So much happening in this opening shot. Tells you everything you need to know.
Wherever you're oriented.
Yeah. I mean,
your brains will be there. Splattered.
It's wherever you are, I'll be there. Wherever you're oriented, your brains will follow.
Wherever you go, there you are.
There you are.
Some sort of philosopher saying or something.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was Austin Powers. Hey, there you are. Do I know you? No, but that's where you are. You're there.
I'm not kidding.
No, I'm serious. That is people say that. Wherever you go, there you are.
Stupid.
Well, yeah, but I think there's more to that.
I'm sure there is, but...
it's silly. It's kind of the chicken crossed the road. It's silly just on it by itself, but...
Well, do you know why the chicken crossed the road?
To get to the other side.
But what do you mean? Do you know what that means?
Like death.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying about wherever you go, there you are. Like, why did the chicken cross the road is just like on the surface is very silly, but it does have a more meaningful thing. It's just like wherever you go, there you are is like, just because you like go somewhere, you're still you wherever
Danny,
you go.
did you not know?
I knew about the chicken. But I'm trying to figure out the there you are.
Like you say like, oh, I hate my life here in wherever you are. I'm going to move to California or something and everything's going to be better. But you're going to go to California and you're still going to be you.
You're still going to be miserable. Fuck.
Yeah, I went to California. I'm still this fucking dude.
Go to Oklahoma.
You know what I mean?
Could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
It could be, yeah, you could be in Oklahoma with me. It could definitely be worse.
Specifically with you. That's how it's worse. You could be in Oklahoma with me. Fucking sucks.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay, so the chicken crossed the road to get to the side. Death. Speaking of death, this movie, am I right?
Yeah.
Let's just keep trying to like stitch in natural segues wherever we can that are far from natural.
Okay, well, here's an unnatural segue. Our second reveal has nothing to do with our opening reveal. So, yeah, so like we don't know it yet, but like the story kind of starts like a few days prior to this dude falling down the staircase.
Yeah, and a lot of the movie also we should probably set up as we jump around is we're kind of just following this girl Curie as she's just in that aforementioned sleepy seaside town.
Mm-hmm. And here she's like, oh, she like checks her watch or something, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna lose again. So she like starts running across town, and you're like, the fuck are you gonna lose? I don't know.
Oh, is this the gymnast thing?
Her brains.
What's she losing? Hi, guys. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is going to keep happening. Where like I keep thinking I know something, and then like a plot detail will happen, and I'm like,
we don't know.
You're definitely not oriented.
Okay. Maybe it's like an Alice in Wonderland thing where she is both Alice and the White Rabbit, and she's spiraling down the hole. The what is Alice going to? Not the Looking Glass. That's
the rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole. It sounds not compelling.
I know so little about Alice in Wonderland that I thought you were going to say she is both Alice and the Wonderland.
Well,
I don't know anything about a white rabbit.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Zach, you need to watch Alice in Wonderland.
We could do wild. Alice in Wonderland on this podcast, I think. If we did like an animation, it's pretty weird and dark.
It is.
There's some monsters in it. Yeah.
Very dark.
That would be kind of fun.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we do want to, eventually we've talked about this before. We do want to do like a series of horror movies that are like, like for children, like gateway horror movies that are like kids movies, but are just creepy and scary.
I love that. I just watched Secret of Nim recently.
Oh, I love Secret of Nim growing up.
Love it.
I loved it. What a creepy fucking movie. It's really interesting, The Secret of Nim, not to get off on this, or get off on it. No.
I get off on The Secret of Nim. I've never not watched it without getting off.
It's interesting because one of the things that I really like about horror movies is when it just feels like it's doomed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how The Secret of Nim feels. It's an animated children's movie, but it feels so heavy. Like the vibes are so heavy.
Zach, have you seen it?
No.
So it's about
mice and rats.
Okay. Because you guys were talking about getting off, and I was like,
I was specifically talking about the owl. There's a creepy owl.
The owl,
It always does it for me.
Yeah. Because they're smart.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Ooh, we'll find out.
A two, a three. It's 3.
He's like 4.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry.
4, just specifically 4. That's how long it takes for a golfer to come. So dumb. Don't reward that dumb joke with laughter, please.
Okay. Where were we?
I don't know. Danny was about to say something about The Secret of Nim.
We were kind of just talking. I was just kind of saying like we should probably establish that Curie is just sort of like wandering around town. You said she was running late for something.
Oh, it's not about the secret of Nim. Okay.
No.
Guess not. We're moving
yeah,
on.
We find out she's trying to go meet Shuichi on time. And but when she's on her way, she actually runs into Shuichi's dad photographing. She doesn't run into him, but he's she sees him. And he's photographing something, and she like says hello, and he doesn't answer her. He's just like actually he's videoing. He's got a video camera, and he doesn't say hello. And she like looks, and he's like looking at this giant snail that's crawling up the wall, and it's like another spiral. And he's just like obsessed with spirals and snails and goop. He loves goop.
This is where the movie was throwing me off
goop.
because I thought like he was literally frozen.
Oh, okay.
So I thought there was something happening, and then that was me. There was a lot of this in this movie. There was a lot of me kind of overthinking things and overcomplicating it, but it was just him. He's had a steady hand, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very steady.
But yeah, we're getting they're kind of opening the door into this idea of obsession with the Uzumaki, and that it is all consuming.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, then actually our third reveal is when we catch back up to the beginning of the movie. The dude falls down the stairs. And
it shows his brain splatter.
Oh, wait, before I just realized something. I didn't know that the author of the manga is, you said Junji Ito? There's I don't know why I wrote this down. Maybe I was just kind of like trying to clock things, but there was a sign that says wanted Ito Junji. A cute little, kind of like I was telling you guys before we were recording, I was watching Jurassic World Rebirth, and for a second you see a school bus and it says Crichton Middle School.
Oh, that's fun.
Obviously referring to Mary Beth Crichton from Tallahassee, who opened a middle school.
What the fuck? For Tallahassee?
Yeah. Oh, it also could have been in reference to Michael Crichton, who wrote Jurassic Park.
Wait, Mary Beth. Are you talking about the faculty? Who's Mary Beth Crichton?
I just made up a name. I was just trying to be stupid.
Danny's like, wait, did I connect that to something?
Zach is doing to this conversation what I did to this movie, where I'm like, wanted sign, bikes.
You said Tallahassee, and when Mary Beth gets to the Ohio high school in the faculty, like she's got like a southern.
Oh,
she's like, I'm Mary Beth Louise Hutchinson. Hutchinson, not Crichton. I'm Mary Beth Louise Crichton. My daddy wrote Jurassic Park.
Wait, this is the best Mary Beth Hutchinson impression we've heard. Why did this come up on the watch along?
Crichton.
Oh, Mary Beth Crichton. Sorry,
Crichton,
Hutchinson Middle School. Got it.
Yeah, her dad wrote
Jurassic
Park.
World Rebirth. David Koepp.
He was an alien.
Alien dinosaurs. What is a dinosaur but an alien from Earth? You know.
True.
So when that policeman comes out, it shows the wanted poster,
in his Birkenstocks,
yeah.
And you know what happens with like dinosaurs, and it's all like a circle of life. It's almost like an Uzumaki, like a spiral
the circle of
that
life.
Just
we all die.
Lion King, Simba.
What do they say in the movie? Of all the living creatures on this planet, only 99.9 have survived, and we're in that 0.01%.
Oh my God!
You mean of species?
Yeah. What did I say?
Just creatures.
Oh, I don't know words.
Yeah, I don't even know where we are right now. I am not oriented.
I'm we spiraling? I
think so.
We spiral every time we record.
Yeah. Sorry, people. Let's
okay, so we are.
Let's get orientated.
Dude kills himself. Okay, so we've established Kiri and Shuichi, and then she's at school. And that's where the guy kills himself. So we're kind of just like, we're following her along.
Oh my God.
That's what if she said that after the guy killed. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's essentially what's happening. There's really I think at the beginning of this movie, it is a lot of just like, we're following Kiri, and like weird stuff is being planted in her world because of the Uzumaki. So it's sort of like a day in the life. And within that day in the life, we're kind of meeting these little moments that are going to kind of pull us into this world of death and spiraling into death. So at
Which
that
one
point,
of them,
yeah.
right after dude kills himself and she sees all the brains and stuff, she runs to the bathroom and she throws up. And so her and her friend are like in there, and like the essentially like the mean girls come out of the bathroom stalls, like all the stalls like open at once, and it's like kind of silly. And then she's like smoking a cigarette and she puts it out on the wall and it like explodes.
More anime type.
Did you? Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Did you notice that, Danny? She like,
nope. That's another thing.
Oh, my
Again,
God.
I maybe did, and then I just, for whatever reason, wasn't registering it.
She puts the cigarette out on the wall, and like where the little like ash or like the cherry of the cigarette, whatever, like pushes on the wall. There's like a little explosion that looks like a big
fun.
explosion that they just like shrunk down in post and like put it on there.
That's so fun.
It even makes like a big like explosion sound.
So is that just telling us that this person is like badass?
I don't know.
I think it's really interesting. This isn't like anything,
insightful.
Yes, nothing super insightful like Danny's, spiral into life and death and all that.
Oh yeah, so insightful.
But I mean, it is. But I think that it's really interesting that I don't know how I don't watch a lot of Japanese film, right? So I don't know if this is normal, but this is completely switched from the American trope of the popular girl, because that girl who is the popular girl would be the nerdy girl that needs a makeover in 2000s cinema over here in the United States.
Oh yeah.
She had the wispy little bangs and the hair thing and glasses, and they would have had to take her hair thing out and take her glasses off, get her out of those overalls.
She wasn't wearing those paint covered overalls and let her hair down.
She's all that.
Something there.
It's also interesting because when I was looking up stuff about this movie, I saw some clips from the miniseries, and she mentions in this scene in the movie that we're watching, not the miniseries, but she mentions that like the dude probably threw himself down the stairs for attention because like whoever's noticed the most, like they get all the stuff. If you're noticed, you're on top, basically.
Right.
Basically, if you're popular. In the miniseries, Kiri's hair gets spirally, right? And then that girl, like the mean girl, what is her name? Kyoko?
Kyoko, yeah.
Kyoko, like her hair gets spirally too, because she's like, oh, hey, now like I'm noticed too. Like, yeah, they're like competing for like who's being noticed. And then they like fight, like their hair's like fight. And
I love that actually. I wish we saw
crazy.
That. That also makes like narrative sense because Carrie is sort of it's not that nothing happens to her, but she is very much like God, everything. I was going to say an empty vessel. That's not what I meant. I meant it as like she's sort of like a
boring,
a blank palette. Nothing's there. No, I can't. Every time
she's like Bella from Twilight.
Yeah, it's like
everybody can relate to her.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Thank you. She's very approachable. She is.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's there to. Oh my! I can't use words. She's there to service the audience, but that's not what I'm trying to say.
Well,
you know what I mean.
I know what you're saying. Do you understand, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good enough for me. Moving on.
She's made, I don't want to say boring, but she's made a little less.
She's like neutral.
She's neutral so that the audience, you can relate to her no matter who you are.
So all the crazy stuff is happening around her, so we don't get distracted. Although, to be fair, I still got distracted because I missed all these moments of like the exploding cigarette cherry and.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Repeat viewing.
Well, talking about moments, I think our fourth and fifth reveals they don't blend together, but they're kind of related. So in our fourth reveal, Shuichi tells Kiri like that the town is cursed. He feels like everyone's being cursed by spirals. And then he goes on and tells her about what happened like the previous night at dinner with his dad and like the soup and like the little fish cakes. Is that what they are? That like the mom Yuki like cuts up and puts into the soup, and the dad like I don't know, he's like tonguing them. He's like got them in his mouth and he's like playing with them with his tongue, and he's like having a ball with these spiral fish cakes. And then
that's the quote: having a ball with these spiral fish cakes.
But then he eats them all and he like wants more, and she's like, I don't make any fucking more, like that's it. And so he's like, what? And so he starts like swirling his soup around to try to get a spiral going, trying to get a good spiral on with his
Trying
soup.
to get a good spiral.
But then how I think it kind of relates to our fifth reveal is that like Kiri like doesn't believe him. She's like, whatever, it can't be that bad. And Shuichi's like, come on, I'll show you. So they illegally hop on the bike together and they go to his house, and the dad is like beating up the mom because he thinks she threw away all his spiral collection, right? But then Shuichi's like, no, it was me that did it. And the dad's like, okay, well, fuck you guys. I'll make my own spiral. And this is our fifth reveal where Kiri sees like the dad. I mean, Kiri, Shuichi, and Yuki, the mom, they all kind of see this, but the dad's eyes get crazy. Like they like bulge out and they're doing like, they're spiraling, but like in different directions. And it's so creepy. And like they got that big wide angle on it. And he's just so, dare I say, disorienting.
It is.
But
and it made my eyeballs hurt.
Yeah.
Like my eyes. So my eyes hurt like on a regular basis.
Okay.
I think it's from work because I stare at things that are like this big all day.
Oh, dude, you need those fucking things that
they make my head hurt.
Oh, man.
Loops. I know we have loops everywhere. I have a giant magnifying glass and everything, but it makes my head hurt.
Oh, you need the giant magnifying glass with the rings light on it so you can see, like, be like in a fucking movie.
Yeah. So I either have to like get used to those or push past the headache to see if it actually helps. But at any rate, my eyes hurt a lot. So watching this, it made my eyeballs hurt. And now my eyeballs hurt just thinking about it.
Oh. Danny, do your eyeballs bulge out and twirl?
Yeah, but they don't hurt.
Oh, okay.
So it actually kind of works out. I can kind of just do it on command.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, Casey. I feel like I don't mean to offend you.
Maybe you should do what I do. Maybe you should start painting teeth.
Yeah.
I also paint teeth. That's the crazy thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Casey doesn't work at a dental lab. She just finds people and paints their teeth.
I got a real tooth the other day. Like somebody had their tooth pulled.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And the doctor sent it to us to do a shade match. So I have a whole tooth with a root on it and everything.
Whoa.
At home? You should use, what do they call the little thing we were talking about on the eye? You said
Loops.
A loop? You should see it. What if you found a spiral on the tooth?
Oh my God.
Or what if like the root
what does that have to do with
curled around and spiraled?
Yeah. What does that have to do with it? It's like Uzumaki.
Uzumaki and death is coming for us.
It is.
Or are we coming for death?
Dude, speaking of coming.
Uh-oh.
Our sixth reveal.
Oh.
The character of Katayama comes into the classroom late and just covered in cum.
Yeah.
Just covered in cum.
He is like...
I was so confused because I thought they mentioned that it was raining a lot outside, and I thought that was the movie saying like, look how drenched he is, and we're gonna like accentuate
in this
that.
in this jelly substance.
Yeah. And I was like,
well, and that's the thing too, because you know, we say like how just kind of like Twilight Zone-y this movie is. Mm-hmm. Like he's covered in this goop and nobody says anything.
I know. They ask about why he's late for school.
Yeah, and they say like you only come when it's raining, and
they're like, by the way, does it have anything to do with the goo? Just gonna ask.
But to your point, that's why I thought that was just like the filmmaker's way of showing that he's wet, because nobody says anything, and I was like, what's happening? But yeah, they say he's like slower than a snail, and he comes in. The one like bully kid. Do you guys know his name? The bully?
It's not.
Oh no, I didn't write it down.
Okay,
I don't.
But he
think it's listed.
He trips him, and when he falls, like the snail semen like squirts up on the dude. But then you see like Katayama's back when he's on the ground, and like it starts like bulging, and like something's coming out of it. But then it cuts away.
Under there.
Something's under there.
Something's under there.
But it cuts away.
So yeah, Kiri wants to bring. Oh, Kiri's dad wants her to bring Shuichi's dad something.
Yeah, some pottery that's covered in Uzumaki.
Pirates.
And when she goes to the house, she screams.
Yeah.
This is like the wildest. I don't know.
I actually like. We talked about this earlier. Where they? Oh, I'm sorry, Casey. I'm going to cut you off.
No, I just in a washing machine. I don't know. It could be anything.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. They said. Well, I guess it makes sense because it's spiraling. It's spinning.
Yeah.
Spin cycle.
Oh, you guys didn't get that?
No, I did, but it still is weird.
Guys, I've never felt stupid stupider in a movie. Like,
shut up! You're the one who came. You're the one who told us that it's all about life and death, and
but
how
that's
we're living
all
to
I
die.
latched onto, and I just ran with that.
Zach and I are like, yeah, things are spinning around. Things are spinning.
I just ran with that, and I missed every other detail in
That's
this movie.
okay.
I was
You got
like,
something.
oh, but no, actually, we were talking about how earlier about how we don't see the dad and how we would have liked to see it, but I actually kind of like that we didn't, because all we see is the reaction, and Kiri is watching Shuichi and his mom look at the dad, and we see her like projectile vomit, which I think is more upsetting, because it's like, what are you looking at?
They could have showed us after.
That's true. I guess we get the dream sequence with Kiri.
We do, and I'm sure that's what he looked like in there.
Yeah.
Especially with knowing the end and what Shuichi looked like at the end, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude, Shuichi at the end looks like a fucking, all I could think of was like when you have like silly putty and you twist it and you make it really long.
Oh,
and you twist it. Like, right. Yeah. So then when they go to cremate the dad, this is our 7th reveal when we get like the big spiral in the sky that everybody sees.
That is a very large and tall smokestack for a crematory.
Yeah. Quite phallic too.
Yeah. Well,
that's all I paid attention to in this movie was the theme and the
that's all I got.
Cloud dome.
Life, death, and dicks.
Life, death, and dicks. But yeah, everyone's like looking up in the sky, and we see that Yuki, the mom, and now her eyes are like bulging.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of weird. And then she like passes out, and they put her in the ambulance and take her to the hospital. But so when we're at the hospital with them, we are introduced to Ichiro, who is a reporter who had said he had met the dad earlier on, and like tells him all this stuff. And he convinces Kiri and Shuichi to be like, let's talk about this, guys. Like, let's figure this out. You guys want to work together? You guys want to like see what's going on? And they go and watch the videotape, because Shuichi was like, oh yeah, he even videotaped while he was fucking in the washing machine. And they're like, dude, I want to see that. And so are we. Like, let's check it out. But when we're watching the videotape, we see that he puts a mirror in the washing machine with him. You want to talk about this now, or you want to talk about it later?
Why would we talk about it later?
Because later we find out that the mirror belonged to the mom. It was mom's mirror. Yeah, it's like cursed, right? Mm-hmm. It came from Dragonfly Pond. That's where like the spiral is like above. Mm-hmm. And he puts the mirror in there in the washing machine when he dies. And then that like kind of like curses the mom, kind of, I think. So then she's attracted to the spirals.
This is where the movie started making sense for me.
Well, so honestly, part of me, there were parts where I wasn't reading the subtitles. Because I just like was looking at what was going on because I liked it.
You're like, a picture's worth 1,000 words. 5 minutes later, you're like, I could use a few more words.
Yeah, I could use the words now.
Yeah. But anyways, I mean, that comes later in the movie. Right now is our 8th reveal when they turn off the TV, or they turn off the video, and you see the reflection of Shuichi's dad in the TV. And he's got like the weird, like snail bug twirly spiral Uzumaki tongue.
This feels like the most like traditional like horror movie jump scare moment of the movie.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Ghost in the reflection. Oh, did I get you? I bet someone jumped just now.
Like me or Casey, or like listeners?
Both. All.
Oh, yeah.
Each and every. All. Everyone.
Real quick, I do want to talk about when we see him, how he was in the reflection. Then we see him again when they're driving in the car.
He's gooey.
And is he gooey? Oh, the dad's gooey. The dad's gooey. Muddy.
Yes.
But gooey. Before, like right when they turn the car.
Mud, but dirty goo.
But right when they turn the car, though, it's the dad with the spirally tongue.
Yeah.
Oh.
For like a few frames, and then it switches back, and you find out that it's the dad covered in mud with buckets. Yes, Kiri's dad, thank you. With buckets of mud that he got from Dragonfly Pond.
Buckets of clay, because he's a potter.
That's what I said. So. Clay. What is clay but mud dried?
Yeah. Also a first name for some people.
It is a type of mud. I was just clarifying that he wasn't just digging around in there for mud. It's because he was making pottery.
Yeah. He's a A potter? What do they call those?
Yes, he's a potter.
A potter.
He yells at her. There's like ADR. He's like, "This is intentional."
But yeah, we're starting to see that like this all comes from dragonfly. What does dragonflies have to do with this? I don't know, but dragonfly
It
pond.
should be snail pond.
Oh, and isn't the whole thing that like man is made of clay? Like we are like with the idea of like creation, like the clay of life, or there's a phrase there somewhere.
Danny?
So like we are created, we're formed out of clay.
We are.
So it's birth and it's life.
So Danny, are you saying who made us in clay?
Hold on. Isn't there a fucking like saying of like the symbolism of clay and like creating people? Like we are like, there's a quote.
It's probably like a God quote.
It
Probably
is.
like a God creates man, God creates dinosaurs, woman
Yes.
inherits the earth. Written by Michael Crichton.
The idea of humans being made of clay originates in a religious text in creation myths, Bible book of Genesis. God forms Adam from dust of the ground, often interpreted as clay. The Quran describes humans as created from sounding clay and mud molded into shape.
Remember, I beseech thee that thou hast made me as the clay, and wilt thou bring me into dust again? Yeah, like the idea, the visual, the symbolic visual of clay being formed to create, like in this case, pots and different, objects, is the idea of man being created. So the fact that, and maybe I'm 100% reading too much into this, but at Dragonfly Pond, the fact that this quote unquote curse of death and spirals originates from there, and the fact that he's creating this clay that has the spiral on it, so it's like it's almost like it's doomed. It's some symbolic of like man's journey of like being born out of clay, crafted, and only kind of marked for death, essentially.
Yeah,
which is what the clay pots are literally being done. They're being marked with the Uzumaki.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, in a movie ripe with symbolism and themes,
symbolism
and orientation,
I think this is one of the big ones.
Like it's the beginning and the end, and it's all the same. And, like,
and the fact that it's literally made
like
from
a
the
spiral and a
pond.
spiral.
Yeah.
No, I like that, Danny. That's good. It's real good. It's almost like you were paying attention to this movie.
Only to the themes, not to the visuals.
Not to the visuals.
Where Casey was just watching, not paying attention to the words, just watching. I was kind of just feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Zach was reading the subtitles. Casey was watching the visuals. I was feeling it.
That's why we all come together.
Yeah. Hey, I come alone.
Unlike Katayama.
Yes.
Who clearly came from a bukkake session. That's so gross. I can't believe I just said that. Oh my God.
Well,
hey, we don't kink shame on this podcast.
True, but isn't that kind of like degrading?
Yeah, but if they like it.
Well, some people like to be degraded.
Yeah, people, that's a kink. Being degraded is a kink.
True.
Trust me.
Very true.
There are some power subs who feel, they like that.
Okay. All right. Well, then I stand corrected. I take that back. We're at our 9th reveal. This is Kyoko in the gym when her hair starts to spiral. Like they don't show it until the last minute. Like the girls are doing like these gymnastic leap things over the gymnastic bouncer.
Yeah, it's like they're competing for something, but they're also like auditioning for something.
Well, I think it's just like
I think they're just in gym class.
Like it's like, I mean, that's a different culture over there. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just
again another thing I didn't pay attention to was gym class. When I was in gym class, I was like, can this be over?
They played like fucking dodgeball, and they're like actually doing real things. Yeah. But they all start to like, they're talking about her hair, and you keep seeing them look and have these reactions, and you don't see it until the last minute. And then her hair's like I had seen visuals where her hair gets really big. And so I thought that was what we were going to see at this moment, but really her hair's still just like really long, but it's starting to spiral in like a very formed. It's not just like curly hair. It's like spirals. Like
she's got some voluminous spirals.
But anyways, can we jump to our next reveal? 10.
Yeah.
We can jump just like Kyoko jumps over the pommel horse.
Ooh, good. I like that. Oh, what's it called?
I think it's a pommel horse.
Pommel horse? Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know for sure. I'm not a gymnastics person, but.
Oh, yeah. I want to get some clarification. Danny, you earlier, you were calling this a centipede. Is it a millipede?
Maybe.
Does it have 1,000,000 legs or 1,000 legs?
Is that what it is?
It is definitely a millipede.
A millipede.
Yeah.
Because they have like that shell on the back of them,
Mm-hmm.
which,
you guys know a lot about bugs.
well, I hate them.
I love them.
And
So
so
it's like,
I don't
know
know,
the
like,
enemy.
yeah, it's like, oh God, when that thing started crawling in, I was like, nope. And then they showed her fucking
Nope.
open ear, like her just like ear canal, just like ready for the taking. And I was like, nope.
Gross.
Okay, so yeah, this is our 10th reveal. This is the millipede in her ear, and it spirals up her bedpost, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
I love the sound.
Oh, it was so
Yeah.
gross. Ugh. And then it goes into her ear, and
she says, no, thank you.
she sits up, and it's like still like half out of her ear, and she yanks it out and throws a fucking vase at
It's
it.
all right.
but-
She takes care of her ear herself.
Oh, yeah.
She also has gotten rid of her fingertips at this point. She cut them off.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention this is Yuki, the mom in the hospital, who had previously saw the spirals on her fingertips and cut off her fingertips with scissors. But yeah, so she kills the millipede, and then, well, she thinks she kills it. She's like looking for it. She like crawls down on the ground, and when she's on the ground, she looks under the bed and she sees a spiral, and then she sees visions of like her husband saying, "Let me into your ear, like be one with the spiral," or some shit. And it was just like, and she's freaking out, and so she picks up a piece of glass from the vase and enters the ear canal.
Gross.
In her cremation, we see the spiral again above the crematory.
Yeah, Shuichi sees her
Crematory.
face in the clouds, in the
And there's
death cloud.
I couldn't really tell if it was who it was in the cloud, like if it was the dad, but like there's a bunch of different faces in the clouds.
I thought I just saw hers. But again, I'm not latching onto every specific detail in this movie. I apologize.
This is towards the end of the movie, and things are just like spiraling out
Oh
of control.
my God, I didn't see it coming.
Yep.
But I get it.
And now like there's like a news report, and the reporters reporting on these things that like human snails climbing the walls. See, this was like such a jump for me, because we do see the like even like the teacher who is writing spirals, he's like grading papers, and then he turns into spirals, and he's got a thing growing on his back, and he's got the eyes.
Well, it's kind of like watching a werewolf movie, and you see Larry Talbot, and maybe the only suggestion we have of lycanthropy, whatever you call it, is like his eyebrows get a little bushier.
Yeah.
And then cut to another scene at the very end. He's just a werewolf. It's like, oh.
Well, I would think that like when the people who are, I don't know what the word is, not infected, but you know, like
sure, like taking over.
The people who have been, you know, whatever by the Uzumaki, when they die and then their smoke from their dead bodies makes a spiral, I would think that it would probably like perhaps speed up the process, like maybe make everything a little bit, you know, ramp everything up a little bit more for everybody
when
else.
When they get the Uzumaki Bukaki
in the town, yeah.
You got the Uzumaki Bukaki.
I am really upset that we didn't think of that a long time ago, because we could have been using that this whole time.
Oh,
we could have been using that the whole time.
Bukaki.
Oh, gross.
Let's start over.
Yeah, like the ashes like from them like falling down on everybody.
I think everything, and the smoke in the air, and like everybody can see it because it's
the spiral.
Up there.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe it's speeding up the process a little bit.
Yeah, and like the news report like shows like human snails like climbing up the walls, and in the mini series that I saw like a few clips of, it seems like the snails are much more prominent. Like there are like there's a lot more snail stuff, and like we'll see in the end of this movie when there's like cutaways to all the different dead bodies, we'll see the reporter who actually is in this scene is like laying outside the van, and her eyes are like out of her head.
Yeah.
Right, with like the trail of nerves or whatever, just like whatever. Yeah. And in the miniseries, like that's the snails. Like the snails come out, and then like their eyes pop out, kind of like the antennas.
That makes sense.
The snails. Yeah.
To be fair, like the miniseries had a lot more time to develop things.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And
so with this, they just wanted to throw. I'm sure they wanted to use a bunch of stuff in here, and then they just didn't have time to push it.
Yeah. So it was kind of cool to see like they still like put that in, but it's just like the dead body like laying there on the ground. Kinda. Yeah, and Shuichi and Kiri think they're going to get away. They're like, okay, mom's dead, everybody's dead. Let's finally get out of here. And the spiral gets Shuichi.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
And he turns into Silly Putty.
You know, this is viewed as a tragedy, but if you're familiar with the Highlander series, the song from Queen, the original song, begs the question, like, who wants to live forever? Because really, you're just faced with death. So I think it's okay.
But they probably want to live another, 50, 60 years.
That's fair.
You would think.
Yeah, and you probably don't want to turn into a snail. You probably don't want the idea of death to be just so fucking morbid and daunting.
Yeah.
Otherwise, though, I think it's fine that
his leg like
death wins
twists
in the end.
His ankle like twists in a spiral, and he's like, "It got me.
It got
like,
me.
Just run away." And she's like, "No." And then he twists up, and then he's like dead, but then he like comes back to life and grabs her, and they just kind of twist together, don't they? Or does she get away?
Come on, baby. Let's do the twist.
I don't know, Zach. Does she get away?
Well, she doesn't like get away, but I think she breaks out of his arms, and then she like scrambles backwards, and he like kind of gets big. He like gets real tall, and he's twisted. And then I think he gets her. And then we start to see all those shots of.
It's not really a happy ending unless
no,
unless you like snails.
I like the ending.
Yeah. Question: have you guys ever eaten snails?
No.
Mm-mm.
Well, escargot.
Thanks.
I have. They're kind of
Is
tasty.
It good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just very salty and chewy, and yeah. I also heard that you could also order them from a restaurant where they cook them and they season them.
Okay.
I just grab them off the ground.
We got a lot of snails like in the garden. Nina hates them because they like eat the plants, but
you got to eat them.
And they're like tiny.
You should serve them with the plants if they're edible plants. Make a little salad.
Yeah.
Ew. I'm not interested. I'm not super adventurous like that.
I try to be, and very rarely am I satisfied. Like, I don't see the appeal. I think there's a reason why they're not like on most menus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I understand like with other cultures and stuff like that, but when Americans try to take it, like I'm pretty sure that organs and stuff are things that are discarded. So like, why would they be expensive? Like we take them and try to make them this like fancy fucking thing.
Yeah.
Elevated.
When they're not. They're the leftovers that nobody wants. Yeah. They're like, hey, we can use this. We can make it seem like it's like everybody wants.
Is that what's in hot dogs?
Is that our version of
our hot dog is
just a delicacy?
Well, this is all the discarded organs, which are generally fancy. We just crammed them all into a tube.
Put them in a tube.
Yes.
Put them in a tube. Put them in some bread. Hot dog talk with the boys.
All right, you guys. That is Uzumaki. That is our final movie in our Killer Comics triple feature.
Let's close the book on that comic.
But let's go ahead and pick our favorite reveals in Uzumaki. Okay, so we've got our 12 reveals for Uzumaki. I'm going to do a speed round recap. And unfortunately for you listeners out there, I don't have funny titles written for this. So
Zach was spiraling.
If you've grown to love that, I'm sorry. If you've grown to hate it, congratulations. Here we go. Speed round. It's your lucky fucking day. Speed round recap for Uzumaki. Number 1 is the opening on the spiral staircase. Number 2 is Kiri sees Shuichi's dad photographing the snail. Number 3 is the dude, I'm just going to call him the dude, throws himself down the staircase. Number 4, Shuichi tells Kiri that the town is cursed, and we get like the soup scene with the spiral fish cakes.
Out of context, these are the most insane like breakdown of events in a movie.
Our 5th
town
reveal,
is cursed and there's soup.
Shuichi, Yuki, and Kiri see the dad's spiral eyes. Number 6, Katayama comes into the classroom late and covered in semen. Number 7.
Well, we know what that one's called.
Uzumaki Bukkake. Yes.
Yeah.
Also known as Uzumaki Bukkake. Thank you, Daniel. Number 7, the spiral in the clouds during the cremation. I think someone earlier called it a spiral dong, so we'll go with that.
Also, Danny.
I believe someone called this a spiral dong.
Well, you both like Dong, so I don't know which one
That's
of it was.
true.
Number 8, we see Shuichi's dad's ghost in the TV reflection with his spiral tongue. Number 9.
There's always like one little thing that like that wasn't enough for this movie. He needed to have a spiral tongue. It's like,
our 9th reveal is Kyoko in the gym jumping on gymnastic equipment with her spiral hair. Number 10
you said you didn't have good titles for these.
That one was
Number
so
10
funny.
is the millipede in Yuki's ear. Again, just weird. Number 11 is human snails on the news. And our final reveal for Uzumaki is Shuichi and Kiri curl up like a silly putty twist. Like a Twizzler. Yeah,
they do the
like
twist.
Twizzlers.
They do the twist.
And actually in the miniseries, another clip that I saw, these are all like 2-minute clips, but I saw a bunch of them. Kiri and Shuichi like don't want to be separated because they've been together since childhood and they just love each other and whatever. In the show, they both start growing really tall and twist together like the townspeople like try to pull them apart and they're like, oh, they're so tight like a steel cable. Like they twist together, but then like their heads are at the end and they like talk to each other and then they slither off like a snake into the ocean.
That's fun.
Fucking weird. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see the show now and see like what it's all about.
There's also another on Netflix. There's also just a Junji Ito like each episode is a different Junji Ito story.
Oh, okay, that would be cool. Would you know what that's called?
I think it's just called Scary Stories or something.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Danny, let's start with you. What's your favorite reveal in Uzumaki?
So normally I have this written down, but in this one I was like, you know what? I want to have a conversation about it so that I can kind of like better understand like why I liked something more than the others.
Okay.
And I'm still like not, I don't know, like my experience with the movie, I feel untethered, from reality a bit. I'm usually I just feel very like, this is it. This is the one that got me. Yeah, because I keep like thinking I want one because like it might have disturbed me more, but then I'm like, is that the one that I feel like is going to best represent what I found interesting about the movie?
Yeah.
I'm just going to go with the classic. I feel like best represents me as a person.
Is there a classic in this movie?
Yeah, we're like,
it's got to be the Uzumaki Bukkake.
Uzumaki Bukkake. Okay.
When I think of this movie, I just think of that scene. And in a way, like, not to be so silly, like it is kind of the turning point, kind of, because we see it's kind of set. It is like the kind of opening up into this transformation element in the movie.
Yeah.
It's the first time that we're seeing a human turn into a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I just thought it was really upsetting, really disturbing. It kind of encapsulated the Twin Peaksiness of it all. So yeah, I'll go with Uzumaki Bukkake.
Okay. Casey?
I just like the opening one. I know it happens again as the third one, but I like the first one just because I didn't, never seen this movie before. I didn't know what to expect. So.
Yeah, when it opens on like a dude's face, like blood coming out of his mouth and whatever, it's kind of
we talked about it earlier, but it does kind of encapsulate everything about the
feelings.
Movie.
Yeah.
What do you got, Zach?
Man, like part of me is like most disturbed by the dad's spiral eyes, like when they bulge out and whatever.
I almost went with that one too.
But sorry, Casey. But I got to go with Uzumaki Bukkake as well because it was the one that like pulled me in the most to be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And it was so weird to me. I mentioned before that like nobody mentions the goopiness and then like he starts, I love body horror and you start to see like his back like pulsating, like it start to bulge and you're like, ugh. Even the teacher's like, you're late all the time. You only come in when it's raining and you're like, what? Yeah. So I'm going to go with that one. Uzumaki Bukkake.
Yeah, there's a lot of good choices. I think that's why I was struggling because there's so many moments that are just so, dare I say, disorienting.
I dare you to say it, man. I dare you.
Disorienting. Wow. It's the inevitability of death and the inevitability of something disorienting on an episode about Uzumaki. Yeah, I think those are good picks.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, now it's time for a segment that we like to call The Real Monster. Okay. I'll go first. My real monster for Uzumaki is we didn't talk about this scene, but it was when, is it Yamaguchi? Is that his name? Yamaguchi, like the obsessive
stalker
kid.
kind of.
Yeah. When he gets hit by the car that the reporter is driving, and the filmmaking of it all, it's like he's driving so slow. It looks like he's not even like, there's no way to show you that he's going fast. And then through a series of cuts, you see that they are like going to crash into each other. But it's so like, dude, he was like going like 10 miles an hour. And then the aftermath of that scene where like Yamaguchi is like twisted under the tire, much like a spiral. And you see the glass shattered in a spiral pattern. And you see the reporter's eyeball in the glass. And it's just like so crazy for the speed that he was going, or he's presumably going. And it was just insane. I was like, what the fuck is happening? So that's my real monster for Uzumaki.
That's good.
Casey, what do you have?
I don't have a real monster for this movie, and it's not like, oh, it was a perfect movie. It's just there was nothing that stuck out to me.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
Happens. We've crossed that bridge before. Sometimes there's just nothing to fill this category with.
Yeah, I guess bukakis, but we don't kink shame. But personally, I don't want one, I guess.
Yeah. Danny?
Speak for yourself. Yeah, I have two. I can't remember who this was, honestly. I mean, I think that me saying that applies to every single moment and character in this movie, by the way. I just wrote the dude wasting all those plastic water bottles. There's a scene where there's just like, he's been drinking water bottles.
That was that's the teacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even more, guy, lead by example.
Probably should have included him as an official reveal, but there's a lot going on in this movie.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot.
Drink from the tap, bro. I just feel like, if you got to drink a water bottle, that's okay. Not going to shame you.
Just refill it.
Refill it. Yeah. Like, dude, what are we doing here? And then also maybe the most egregious of the real monsters in this movie is Kiri and Shuichi illegally riding a bike together.
Yes. How dare they?
Follow the rules, you criminals.
I remember one time going to fucking California and like walking along the shoreline, and stopped into like a store to get like a drink. And like, I didn't get any water, and I came back out, and I was like, my friend was like, did you get anything to drink? And I was like, no, all they had was fucking milk. It was fucking weird. she's like, no, that's
their milk.
That's water. Like, it's in like paper cartons.
It's
cartons. It's not plastic bottles. It's paper cartons. I was like, oh, thought it was milk.
That's funny.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Now let's wrap this up with our last, dare I say it, our last and final segment. Would you survive Uzumaki?
Y'all, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but no, none of us will.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of the point of it, is that you just can't escape it. Yeah.
As Danny said earlier,
Uzumaki comes for us all.
We're all just going to die.
Uzumaki comes on us all. God damn it.
That damn Uzumaki Bukaki. See, we could have done so much.
That's great.
Yeah, there's no way any of us survive this. It's just,
Could you outlive it a little longer? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Because like even Shuichi was like, anytime he would see a spiral, he would throw it away, like so his mom wouldn't see it.
Yeah.
And eventually it got him too.
It just, if you want to hear our thoughts on this, rewind to the beginning of this episode and we'll explain the whole idea of death coming for us all and the inevitability.
And that's what they call an Uzumaki, a spiral.
Oh, we just spiraled.
We just did. Yep.
God damn it. We're so good at this.
Yep. If you want to like loop this episode, it just like keeps going in circles.
We're missing one important part though.
What?
The Bukaki.
Maybe somebody's not. Maybe somebody listens to this episode on loop as we loop the conversation while they're getting Bukaki.
Oh, yes.
Well,
that's the thing too, isn't it? Is like
they're doing bukkake, they're getting bukkakied. I don't know how that works.
Depends where you're at.
We said this
Depends if
movie
you're on the middle or the outside. That
We
depends
said that
if you're
this
getting
movie
it or
is
you're doing it.
a tragedy, but if it ends with Uzumaki Bukkake, it technically is
It's like
a happy
life.
ending.
Oh, a happy ending.
Not life, because you're not making a baby. You're wasting.
That's true. You're
sperm.
wasting babies. You're killing babies.
Yep.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Masturbation is just killing babies.
Masturbation is death. That's where we stand on this. By the way,
isn't
listeners.
that like a fucking? Isn't that like an argument from like a religious standpoint?
Probably.
I'm sure
like,
it is. Fucking assholes.
But yeah, that's why they don't use contraceptives.
Fucking hippies.
Oh yeah. Well, don't they realize that like only one of those, even when you make a baby, only one of them survives. You're still killing all the rest.
Yeah. They don't know.
Damn.
They're so
they don't have a clue.
Fast swimmers.
I'm so tired of dumb people. I can't take it anymore, you guys. I'm exhausted.
All right. Well, let's not talk about dumb people anymore. Let's wrap this bitch up. That was Killer Comics, you guys. I didn't even fucking put that together. That's but it was probably like subconscious.
An unwitting pun. I love it.
Yeah. You guys, that was let's give Zane.
Yeah, thanks, Zane. This is
our longtime listener, Zane. Let's give him a round of applause because Killer Comics is in the books.
Ironically, Zach was the only one who didn't clap. I asked for the round of applause.
Oh, I was down here. Down here.
He did a low clap.
So now it's time to announce a new triple feature, you guys. And, we don't have an official title for this yet. We know our subject matter and we know our movies, but we don't have an official title. So we are, our next 3 movies are going to be international scary movies. And I'm going to kick us off with Possession, starring Sam Neill and a lady who is famous, but I don't know her name.
I'm so glad we're watching this because I almost watched this a couple weeks ago and I didn't. Okay. And now I'm glad.
Have you never seen it?
I'd never seen it. I'd heard good things.
Have you seen it,
now I'm excited.
I've seen the famous clip.
The famous, like in the tunnel in the subway. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
My brother's like obsessed with that part of this movie.
Oh yeah. It's a crazy scene and like, it's a wild movie, Possession. Casey, then what are we watching?
Yeah. So the second movie we'll be watching is I Saw the Devil.
Okay. Awesome. I've always wanted to see that one. It's been on my watch list for like a long ass time. Is that South Korean?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
I Saw the Devil. That's awesome. Danny, what are we going to wrap it out with?
We're going to close out our trip.
Close it out.
With a little, well, technically it's a trip to Italy, but it's actually a trip to New Orleans.
Oh.
It's a Lucio Fulci. It's our first Lucio Fulci movie, The Beyond.
That's a cool movie. I'm excited. I've been wanting to watch that again.
Actually saw it kind of fairly recently for the first time, and I've been kind of like weirdly obsessed. Not obsessed with it. That makes it seem like I've become some expert on it, which I am not. I'm just
obsessed with it.
I can't get it out of my head.
Okay.
Yeah, very Uzumaki obsessiveness going on here.
Ooh. Yeah. So we're all coming into some of these. None of us have seen all of these movies.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. All right. Well, that was Killer Comics. Make sure to follow How I Met Your Monster on social media. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You can find us at How I Met Your Monster. Where can our listeners find you guys on social media? Casey?
I am on Instagram at WolfMotherCasey.
You can find me on Instagram, Blue Sky, and Letterboxd at Danny Salem. That's DANNYSALEMME. 2 M's, like the candy, melt in your butt, not in your hands.
Wonderful. And you can find me on social media at Zach Quinsick. And that's it, you guys. Thank you again, Zane, for picking Killer Comics. And we look forward to going on a trip to some international destinations.
Oh, we got to make sure we have our passports.
Oh, yeah. You got to get your passport. Shit, that takes a while. Mine's expired too. Fuck. Thank you for sticking with us. And we'll see you on our trip, I guess.
Deuces.
Now, go meet some monsters.
Kaki.